Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Gacha News segment for the week of January 14th on the 5-9 Gaming channel. I'm your co-host Sly, and I'm currently hoping that I can get Gala Mim on Dragalia. Before we start the news, a reminder that if you're enjoying the content on the channel, please remember to like the video, hit the subscribe button, and turn on notifications to stay up to date with all things 5-9 Gaming related. Without further ado, let's get into the news this week. Starting us off this week will be Pokemon Masters. Dina has officially announced that May will be arriving to the game. She actually came out today, January 14th, the day this video goes live. May's Pokemon is SWAMPERT. We now have an official look at what her sync move will look like. Let's take a quick look at it.
There's no way I'll lose. Let's go.
Upon first use of the sync move, SWAMPERT will Mega Evolve into Mega SWAMPERT and will remain Mega SWAMPERT for the remainder of the battle. Thanks to May's sync grid and her kit, SWAMPERT is able to hit enemies as if a truck was thrown at them at full force by Superman. I'm talking possible 60,000 damage range. And for those that do play the game, you'll know that 60k is quite high. May will need to be EX in order for this to happen, so 20 out of 20 potential level and then Champion Spirits to boost her to 6-star EX. Her grid allows for 2 nodes of extra sync move power and also has the node Hide and Sync, which powers up the sync move the lower the target's accuracy is. May is a textile unit, so while she may not get an AoE sync move from her EX upgrade, she does get a 50% sync move boost. This sync grid that my friend Matt has built is one example of how it could be possible to get SWAMPERT to reach those numbers. Skyla has also received a 6-star EX as well, with an event in the game going on currently that allows you to get her to 5 stars since she is a base 3-star, and enough tickets to max her potential level 3 times. The 5-star potential tickets are unique to her, so they will only work for her. If you already have her at 5-star 20 out of 20, you can exchange the tickets for Champion Spirits. However, we do not get Champion Spirits from the missions, so you will have to tackle Champion Stadium if you want to get her to EX. She is not mandatory at all to get the 6-star, but it is still nice to have her at max potential. JP Grand Cross will be re-releasing the Tower Disaster event. This means a special tower event will be in place alongside the regular Tower Trials event at a later date this month. The rewards for Tower Disaster will be different, as it is not the usual tower. There are no gem rewards from this event, which is fine, and will instead have rewards such as a full awakening item, which will allow you to fully 6-star a unit without needing the materials for each level. There are also 2 items that will allow you to get 1 3-star SSR equipment and 1 5-star SSR equipment. Alongside Tower of Disaster, we will be getting a new hero, Nanashi. His passive reads, at the start of allies' turn, increases the max HP, crit resistance, and crit defense of all allies with 2 or less skill cards by 20% for 1 turn, and for once per turn, when attacked, reduce the ultimate move gauge orb of the attacking enemy by 1. The second half of his passive seems interesting, but the first half is way too niche and specific that it's not very likely to go off much. Nanashi will also have 3 costumes available for purchase, first with money, and then with gems in 2 weeks. This update will also allow the ability to reroll multiple stats of equipment at the same time. No word yet on when they will change the Tower of Trials difficulty yet, but I assume it will be when the regular tower resets. We also have leaks from Regions for an RE0 collab. There are coins for Beatrice, Amelia, Ram, and Rem. No idea when the collab will happen, but it is in the files. There's also a file for Disaster Shin. While the group of original characters is called the 7 Disasters, his name is originally Gamer Shin, so this could be something new as well to look forward to. Next up, we have Dragalia Lost. Dragalia has announced and confirmed a special collab event with Persona 5 Strikers. Let's take a quick look at that trailer. Exciting to see that we will be able to summon units such as Joker, Arson, Panther, Morgana, and Sophia. We do know the elements for adventurers as well, with Joker and Arson being Shadow, Panther being Flame, Morgana being Wind, and Sophia being Light. We also do know Joker's weapon type as well, Dagger. The other adventurers are currently unknown for weapon types, but will be announced as the collab gets closer. We also got a new Gala remix today, January 14th actually, when this video goes live, that introduces New Year alts such as Ellie-san and Luca. Ellie-san is a Flame Land support unit, and Luca is a Wind Axe support unit. Alongside Ellie-san and Luca, they are also adding in Gala Mim to the remix as well. Why it had to be Mim, I only have one idea, and that is to bait people before the Persona 5 collab. It's me, I'm people. Alongside this remix, we also have an Onslaught event going on called Fortune's Fray. Onslaught events are the best way to farm honey, aka stamina refreshes. There is no Astral Dragon this time, but the final mission is an interesting one. I won't spoil it for you, but just look forward to it. Puzzle & Dragons is hosting a pet appreciation event. There will be a solo-only special dungeon available until the 31st of January. Each floor will have a fixed team for each stage. Players will receive bonuses for each floor they clear. A total of 5,800 plus points and a Rainbow Metal Dragon are available to obtain. Rainbow Metal Dragons give 50 million EXP when used as fusion material, which is training. Since monsters can receive a maximum of plus 297, plus 99 to HP, attack, and recovery, 5,800 plus points will allow you to give 19 monsters the maximum number of pluses. It is also about to be halfway into the month, so that means a God Fest should be taking place within the next few days, so be on the lookout for that. Now, over to my co-host Nalar to close out the news for the week.
Thanks a lot, Sly. Fans of card battlers, look no further. Onmyoji, the card game, has had its official global release. This game is a spin-off of Onmyoji and takes place in Shinkiro, a tower ship city. For the story, players can unlock tales of the Shikigami by winning duels. For those unfamiliar in the series, the Shikigami are basically what the units are called. Each Shikigami is voiced, and their artwork is done by a professional painter to capture the Japanese fantasy style Onmyoji is known for. In this version of Onmyoji, the Shikigami are used in the form of cards to fight with, and each have their own special abilities. Some cards are better suited for fast takedowns, where others allow players to take out opponents in one turn with a combo-based deck. Whether you're a fan of card battlers or want to see what the Onmyoji series is all about, with its global release, it's now time because it's more accessible to those interested. You know that popular anime about orphans called The Promised Neverland? Yeah, well, it's getting a gacha, or at the very least, a mobile game. Sometime after the recent premiere of the anime's second season, the author and illustrator of the series officially tweeted that a mobile game adaptation is in the works. This will be the first ever game released for the series, so many fans will want to keep an eye out for this one. Bad news for global players though, as the game is currently set to be playable for Japan only. It is possible with the game's success it could come to global, but with that is a pure speculation right now. As Dorica's crossover event with Sidus 2 is returning. The event started on January 6th and will end February 2nd, and is available for all versions of the game. The event's story has different endings depending on your choices, and there are unique item drops tailored to the events as well, called Dilapidated Archives. The Dilapidated Archives can be exchanged for Ivy character minerals and memory pearls. The event is available for all versions of the game, so anyone interested can hop in with no restrictions. If you plan on whaling anytime soon on Magatsu Warhite, you might want to reconsider. It was announced that the game will be shutting down its Japan version on March 31st. As of now, there is no word if other versions like Global will be shut down as well, but either way, this is definitely not a good sign for the future of the game. The game shutdown may come to a surprise for some fans, as the anime adaptation of the game only ended a month ago. It is possible the anime could have affected this decision, but that's only conjecture at this point until more reason is given. The Gacha of Jobless Reincarnation is now available for pre-registration. Right now, the game is only going to have a Japanese version. The pre-registration rewards will give players 3 11-pull Gacha tickets if up to 200,000 pre-register, and if 300,000 pre-register, players will give up 1 5-star character select Gacha ticket. Goodies outside of the game will be available through a retweet campaign. Signed autographs from voice actress Yumi Ochiyama will be given to a selected few. To participate in the campaign, you must follow the game's Twitter page, retweet their twin tweet by the 17th to have a chance at being selected. Rhythm game D4DJ Groovy Mix is going to have a collaboration with Monster Hunter. The event has already started on the 12th and will end on the 21st. The event will feature remixes of tracks primarily from Monster Hunter World. Players can choose up to 7 remix tracks from Monster Hunter as they take down monsters in a raid with the power of music. As of now, the game and the event are Japan exclusive, but the game is supposed to have a global release this year, so it's possible this event could return for that version in the future. Now onto the world of Marvel Strike Force. The Dr. Octopus Legendary event is back. If you didn't complete this the first time, you'll need all X-Force members to be 5 stars in order to unlock the Doctor. The Charged Sinister 6 team is quite formidable on both offense and defense on Guild Wars, and the general consensus is that he will be necessary for the legendary Dark Dimension 4 run at the tail end, so you want to gear him up to Gear 15 as soon as you can if you plan to head into DD4. And more sad news from MSF. Cerebro, the community manager for the Reddit and Discord server, has confirmed that there is no orb opening event planned, nor do they have any current plans to do one similar to the orb avalanche for now. One of the most peculiar events in MSF is the orb opening events, which it encourages more hoarding, and which in turn staggers growth for your roster to complete more difficult alliance wars, alliance raids, etc, etc. Again, just because they said there are no opening events planned now, doesn't mean that there aren't any in the future, so open at your own risk. And that's all for the Gacha news of this week on the 5-9 Gaming Network. I am your host Nolar, and on behalf of Sly and the rest of the 5-9 Gaming crew, have a good one. We're out.